The story is set up in the village of Mahalpala in Odisha. It is the spring of 2015. The village consists of a population of 9,000 heads, of which 10% consist of Dalits. The village has decided to make a temple for Shivratri. Funds and labor was collected from the whole village, and every villager was in great festival. Villagers, the main event at the temple will be starting at 6 in the evening. Make sure you pay a visit with your loved ones.
It has been a while since the village has been this cheerful.
Yes, you are right. It has been a hard winter for all of us.
I have intimated to each and every family in the village had to pay 10,000 for the construction of the temple.
Yes, the total sum of whole construction is around 50 lakhs and the tax money also included for this construction.
Well, imagine such great amounts are used to uplift our condition. Instead, they took 10,000 from our Dalits. We are suffering from a tight condition.
I hardly had any money left for the food after paying money for this construction. My savings from last 2 years was gone in an instant.
And over that, we and our children had to work throughout the winter without pay in the name of the village service.
Well, complaining won't get us anywhere. Are you coming this evening, right?
Yes. Yes, I come to the temple by 5 in the afternoon. I think the main event starts by 6.
I will accompany you to the temple. We will meet you at your place and we will go to the temple.
And so the temple festivals begin. People started gathering around the temple from all over the village, and the crowd kept getting larger.
Well, look around it. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes, Sunil, let's go to the temple.
Dilip and Jogi starts walking towards the security of the temple. They both are stopped in the entrance and are segregated from the rest of the crowd. The priest of the temple addresses them.
Well, what do we have here? What do you think you are doing, trying to get inside the temple?
What do you mean by that? We are going to attend the festival.
Well, do you understand where you belong, scumbags?
What do you mean?
Obviously, we want to attend the festival.
You idiots should get lost. This is not a place for untouchables like you. Even the sight of you disgusts me.
But we have contributed equally for this.
Even your lifetime contributions will not make it enough for you to stand with.
In this belief, they desperately wanted to attend the festival, and so they decided to attend it without entering the temple. The two Dalits start praying from outside the temple. The idea of Dalits praying to his lord infuriated the priest. He, out of anger, kicked the Dalits and offended them for staining the temple. He received support from the other upper caste in the temple and hence is able to harass the Dalits. He curses the Dalits along with the other people in the temple. The auspicious occasion of Shivratri is turned into a horror scene for the two Dalit people. Later, they were charged of misconduct of the temple rules. They were charged a heavy fine and their families were humiliated in the village since that day. Unable to accept their fate, they decide to go to the NGOs for help. In the NGO office, the two Dalits arrive and discuss their problems.
I see. I have gone to the case that you have submitted. We will contact you and do our best. Our head will contact you as soon as possible.
The priest of the village was high in reputation and power. He received the news of the complaint. He got angry and decided to go visit the Dalits.
I heard that you guys have filed an official complaint against me. Do I even need to ask, how dare you lowlife do something of the sort?
We have been humiliated and tortured without any fault. What you have done for us is simply unhuman. We will not accept this.
We want to lawfully exercise our rights. See how low life we are.
Ha ha ha. You guys seriously think you can affect me anyways like this? It will be better for you to take the complaint back. Life will be difficult for you here on if you don't.
To take back the complaint, they decide to fight for their family and for their rights. At the same time, the priest doesn't miss an opportunity to harass the Dalits. They humiliate them publicly, releases them from their jobs, and punishes anyone who tries to help. The NGO disguises themselves as villagers and starts investigating the case. They receive mixed opinions from the villagers and are doing their best to help the Dalits. The priest starts losing his patience. The influence of the NGO has already stirred up the hearts of the helpless people. He starts realizing that he is slacking off on the situation. One night he decides to take matter on his own hands. He hires mercenaries in order to kill Dilip. The assassins get into the house of the Dalits. They threaten the Dalits and torture Jogi to death. Seeing an opportunity to escape, Dilip runs for his life. The assassins follow him and he hides the whole night in the bushes injured. The next morning he runs to the head of the NGO.
Please, come, be seated.
He has been murdered. People behind my life are as well. Please help me.
The news of Jogi's death creates an atmosphere of fear in the village. The priest takes control over the movement of people in the village, and kill on sight has been issued for relief. At around the same time, the village has been surrounded by police of the neighboring city. On the orders of a Christ, high security was issued around the village. After many hours of intense rebellion, the assassins were arrested and the priest captured. 3 days pass. The people of village gather around the cemetery for the cremation of Jogi.
This is the case that the village will never forget. The silence of the people against the injustice have bred into separation. The village has acknowledged a tremendous loss, and it will take the time for them to acknowledge it. The commoners are to blame as much as the guilty. If they have raised this quicker, the lives of the yogis and many others would have been saved. I pray that Jogi's soul rest in.
Well, everyone should take lessons from these incidents. It promotes an unhealthy and work environment. Culture is often a big thing in the village and people want to feel that they are respected and valued. When discrimination exists, if there is something wrong in the culture of the village, this may often lead individuals work less effectively. Hence, to maintain peace and progress of any land, we should strive to stop the discrimination.
The oppression against the backward classes have led to continuous discrimination in the past. The development of such people are hindered due to the unavailability of opportunities. Every day people are oppressed based on their race, color, and caste in our country. When such oppressions increase, it gives rise to inhumanly scenarios and acts. People take authority in their own hand and misuse it for their own benefit. One side benefits and the other side loses. Such situation finally results into riots which further result into deaths of many. We should always try to treat everyone with equality. We, the members of Group I, thank you for bearing patience with us. We hope that this play stirs up some emotions against discrimination in the hearts of everyone watching. To love and to be loved, irrespective of caste and other factors, should be the ultimate goal of an educated society. Thank you.